All right. Hello, everybody. Hello. I'm so happy to be back. Hello, Maree. Hello, Jazzy. How's Jazzy doing?
He's great. Hi, Lisa. Hi, everyone. It's so nice to have you back, Elisa. We missed you. And Jazzy, because it's Good Friday here, I couldn't find bunny ears, so Jasper very kindly lent me his head so I could put bunny ears on him just to say Happy Easter. He's
I love
growling.
it.
Grr. But you look so pretty, Jasper.
He does. He looks so cute. I love it.
Mhm.
I love it.
So, yeah.
Well,
So,
yeah. Yeah, sorry we couldn't, meet on Tuesday. It's just that Monday, I had to take advantage of being in Orlando to have dinner with the kiddos. So I went ahead and had dinner with them because I had not seen
beautiful.
him. Oh, he's here. so so it was really truly amazing experience. Um, we went hang gliding in Guatemala. We
Ooh.
Yeah, so it was funny. I walked off the cliff and I was okay with that. But once like we went over the water, I'm thinking like, okay, well if I fall, okay, maybe I'll survive here because it's over water. And that like all these thoughts are coming in my head. And my friend Shanna, of course, was like having a heart attack. And it was quite funny when we got to the bottom. She's like, "Oh, I can't wait to do it again." So, yeah, it was great to see, what the birds feel like. It is very
Mm.
peaceful, and I definitely would, even if you're in fear of doing it, you should do it because it really truly was incredibly amazing. And this place called Lake Atitlan. It is a place that has three volcanoes around it. And I have to tell you, these volcanoes were massive. And just they have such a different feeling to a regular mountain. Like they're just commanding, like I'm here, you know, just absolutely, absolutely just stunning.
So
I,
what
I,
what was the energy of it like? Did you tune in to, check in to see what was going on underneath or through the mountain itself?
yes, no. So I did to the whole area, like to the
Okay.
lake with the volcanoes, and it was such a like the lake was clear, you could see through it, and it was so beautiful. Uh, um, it was almost like a pristine, untouched feel to it. I
Yeah.
think it
A
was
purity.
purity, but strength and power.
Mhm.
Those
Yeah.
volcanoes had some power, man.
Yeah.
And if you are in the city, in Guatemala City, there's this older city called Antigua. There's another three volcanoes around it, and one of them was spewing smoke. So that was really cool because you could watch it and it wouldn't be smoke, and then you'd look again and smoke would be coming out. So it was,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
yeah, yeah,
Well, they did say that, there'd be more volcanic action, activity, more water. There's gonna be, a lot more going on as
yes,
well.
yes.
So
So
that's amazing to see it.
Guatemala has 400 volcanoes.
Have they had much recent activity? Like, are we talking hundreds of years, or you don't know?
I don't know. All I know is there's that one active volcano
Okay. Yeah.
that's constantly like throwing smoke up and sometimes lava.
Yeah. Yeah. I know when we're on the big island of Hawaii, no, uh, Maui, I think it was, constantly volcanic there, and runs
Yeah.
into the ocean as well. But
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
pretty amazing to see. So,
Yeah, yeah.
wow.
So it was
So,
amazing. I don't have as many cool pictures as I did with the Bosnia pyramid trip,
yeah,
but I do have many questions for you. And after that, if we have time, we can get, everybody's questions on what's going on.
okay.
Um, I have this beautiful headpiece that I got from over there. They have these beautiful, the Mayan people have these beautiful textiles, and they're tiny. They're like maybe, well, I don't know how you guys measure in
Doesn't matter. I do both because we grew up with both.
Okay. So they're about, I'm gonna say 410, 411.
Wow, well, that is tiny because
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, they're tiny, tiny,
yeah,
tiny. Um, and they all wear specific Mayan like clothing like this, like with
yeah,
the stuff that they make. So you can totally tell like the Mayan culture is still alive.
yeah.
And they were talking Mayan. There's 23 Mayan languages there.
Wow. So is it sort
Yeah.
of Spanish based? Is it like do you know what
Yeah, I could not tell a thing. A
you couldn't
thing. You
work it
could
out?
not tell.
Okay.
No, it was totally like gibberish. I was like, interesting, because they would all be talking to each other constantly in the different Mayan languages.
Yeah.
So it was just so cool to see that this culture is still there. You can still go see it, and it's still alive, and um, just really, truly amazing, amazing. And
Yeah.
when we went to the pyramids, we um, we stayed. There's 3 resorts inside the pyramid area, and
Mhm.
inside that reserve, there's no power. And
Wow.
we didn't realize this. So they have generators, which they turn off at 9 p.m. Well, we got there at 9:05 the first day. So we had no lights, no AC, no fan, nothing. That was crazy to try to make it through that. At night it was getting cooler, so we made it through. But the other nights, what we decided to do is go to bed at 8:30 with the fan on,
Mhm. Yeah.
and that made it so that we could do it. But my God, if you guys go and stay inside where the pyramids are, just be aware that um, there is no power, and they only turn it from like 6 to 8 in the morning, 12 to 3, and 5 to 9, and that's it. That's all you get.
That's all you get.
So yeah, so it
Wow.
was it was a little crazy,
D
and it took
did
yeah, go ahead.
did that help you to sort of connect more into the whole place? Like, was
It
that
it made me, because then
yeah,
the birds would wake you up, the birds
yeah,
and the sounds, and then at night you could see the stars through the screen, and if you looked up, they were there. So it was more of a connect. I had a little hissy fit. I don't have hissy fits very often, but my God, I have to have air conditioning to go to sleep. So I saw that I was having a meltdown and making it worse. So I said, okay, I need to transmute this. I really do. So what came to mind was every time I did breathing exercises, I would get cold because I
wow.
oxygenate the blood.
Yeah.
So I told Shanna, okay, let me just start doing breathing. And I'm like, and just doing it. And it got me cold. And I was able to get through the space of like that block. So yeah, it was crazy. It
That's
was,
pretty
it,
cool.
it
That's
was.
amazing. Well done. So what was your favorite time, or was there something that stood out for you, even if it was just one of those aha moments? Was there anything that stood out for you?
Um, I'm gonna say the fact that the culture was still alive, because things that we did is we went to a Mayan shaman ceremony, and they took us to the caves where they do their ceremonies,
Yeah.
and that was amazing. Like, they allowed me to take my piece of crystal, because the reason I went was because I had to connect the pyramid to the main grid with Octavia, who was in Denmark. And we happened to we left at the exact same day, and we met at the exact same day at the pyramids. It was crazy. We never scheduled
Wow.
it, nothing. So it was connecting Avebury or
Yep.
Avebury, the Denmark pyramid, and then the Mayan pyramids, connecting them to the main grid, and power, and basically like connecting them back into the grid. And I kid you not, her mom was in the Giza pyramids that exact same day and also connected that too.
You cannot make this stuff up, Elisa.
No, you can't. You can't. It was crazy. It was really crazy. And so I do want to show you like the pictures that came up, that maybe it's something, maybe not. But it was, while I was there with the pyramids, there's this weird green energy that kept showing up on the pictures. So I'm not sure. But so Trixie was like, what's the most awesome thing I learned? That there's still the Mayan culture. Like it's literally like they're still there. Like they're still they have disappeared. Yeah, they, like supposedly the Mayans disappeared. But where are these Mayans that are there that talk the language and use the same clothing? And so who are they? Like, so to see that they were there, they had 23 languages. That was really what I really learned the most.
How did you find them as a people? Were they, how you can get a feel if they're kind or if they're whatever. How did you find them?
This is something that I shouldn't say I wasn't happy about it. I was disappointed or sad. Nobody smiles.
Really?
When you go by some, and I don't know if it's out of respect, almost like they don't want to kind of like not look at you kind of thing, or not smile, or not. I don't know if that's what it was, but there was no smiles from these people at all.
Did they have music or anything? Did they were they happy if they were singing or doing music?
I
didn't see any of that.
No.
Wow, isn't that fascinating?
Yeah.
And what are they like politically? Is it quite oppressed, or is it? Do you know anything about the political aspect?
Yeah, I don't. They didn't seem to be. I mean, they were before, because that's why they're now in the Catholic religion has entrenched itself.
Yeah.
Into, but now they're almost like slowly they're like rising with their spirituality. Before they were hiding it, and now they're doing it out in public. So I think they're starting to stand up, and we kind of told them, hey, you guys need to stand up. Now is the time, So when they saw the healing that we did, I had brought this Syrian energy infused that I used to open energy vortexes and portals. So I took that with me and I put it into the cave, and they allowed me to do this.
Wow.
And I cleaned the whole cave. Like I connected it, and then I cleaned all the suffering. Like I tried to do healing of the cave, healing of the pyramids, and all that stuff. So, and wow. I believe I accomplished it, but I don't know. I would love to see what the cards have to say, because I do have to say that I'm a little disappointed in that I didn't feel anything. Like with the Bosnian pyramids, I felt the energy in the tunnels. In this case, when I was there, I was like, I wasn't feeling anything. It was kind of weird.
Yeah. Okay. Did you feel anything when the three of you were connecting up the pyramids? Did you sort of, no, apart from that green light that you saw that came through, you didn't have that feeling of anything?
Yeah. No. Yeah. So that's why I thought it was kind of weird.
Yeah. Yeah. I know sometimes that can happen. Like you get drawn to somewhere and you know what you have to do, but it's almost like an anticlimax when you're there, because you don't get that connection or feeling. But sometimes it's because, I don't know, it's happening in a different level and you're not meant to. You're just there to do a job, and then it's done.
Yeah. And that's kind of how it felt. Trying to see if I have one. Here we go. I can share with you guys so you can see. Let's see. Here we go. This one? Nope. This one. Nope. Interesting. They don't have the one. where I share. Here we go. This one. Okay. So this one is me meditating and doing the connection um, to the other pyramids and the grid.
Yeah. Wow. So what were you feeling anything there coming up?
Mm-mm. No.
No, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Because what I'm seeing straight away, because I tuned in, and I'm actually seeing it's almost like that pyramid is like a mirror underneath. There's something underneath as well. So it's quite deep. So it goes in deep.
Yes.
I don't know if that's right or
It
not, but
goes
that's just what
deeper.
I'm seeing.
Yes.
Okay.
We were told
Okay.
it goes deeper. Yeah.
Okay. So that's what I was
Yeah.
seeing energetically. And yeah, it's almost like they're very, very deep energy vortexes that are running through.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if you think we should do the cards to see what exactly happened, if anything.
Yeah. See if we can get an idea of what, if anything happened. I always sort of know though that if you're all in these places at the same time and you hadn't planned it really, it was just how it happened, then there's always a reason for that. So, and going with an intention to
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
work. So
Yeah.
so let's have a little look and just see what the cards bring up, and we'll just see
And
what comes through.
and let me address what planet am I on? Why are we talking about the collapse of the dollar? Because we have decided that we try to keep this 5D as much as we can. We sprinkle a little bit of 3D, but we've been trying to keep it 5D as much as we can. If we can get to that, we will.
Yep.
But yeah, we try not to focus on that.
Yeah. But we'll see how we go with all the other questions, and of course, we can have a look if we when we get there,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm just going to tune in and just ask if there's any sort of messages that we can get with what happened with the pyramids and Elisa. Oh, okay, that one's hot. Yeah, these are action cards that are coming up. So we've got our Knight of Wands. So to me, he's someone that's bringing a message, but it's an action. It can sometimes be going the other way. So it's maybe not what you're expecting because it didn't feel, but we've got the Six of Wands. And to me, this is a victory card. So whatever action was taken, there was definitely something that actually went on with that. And it was what you were meant to be doing, I'm getting. And of course, then we have our Four of Pentacles. So there was a foundation laid. So the Four of Pentacles is always about laying a foundation. And it's not just even what I'm getting told now is it's not just even being there in that moment. Everything you were doing up to that moment, that was part of the preparation for it as well. So there's a foundation that's definitely been set up through that. So the Page of Wands, so it might seem like it's little, like the action you didn't feel like there was anything big that came through. However, to me, this is always an important step or an important message of something that's coming through. So what you did was setting up a foundation of some sort.
Okay. All right. Very good. Okay. So I want to get into the really cool stuff.
Yeah.
So the really cool stuff is the stuff that let's see here. No, I hate that they changed this. Okay. So we went to a museum and they showed that they had everything was made of jade over there. Everything. I didn't even know jade comes in like purple and black and gray. It was amazing. So they show, these the stuff that you put on your chain. What's that called?
Pendant, no?
Pendant, yeah.
Yeah.
So these pendants were in the middle. If you can see the chains here, these pendants were in the middle. And these things are teeny tiny. Lucky for me, I had a really good camera. So I started zooming in on these. What do these look like?
Beings.
So, are these what I think I see in them?
Yeah. That's, and is this part of their culture? Did they talk about they've been doing this sort of thing for years?
What's that?
Is this part of their culture? These
Yes,
jade.
this is part of the Mayan. This was in the museum.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
In the museum. Okay,
Uh-huh.
that makes sense because we've got our Four of Swords, and the Four of Swords is about something that's been hidden or something is hidden that we haven't quite got to the bottom of. And then we've got our Two of Pentacles. So it's almost like a 50-50 as to the truth that's coming out. So this is an indecision card is how I see that one. So let's just see. Eight of Wands. It's something fast. I feel there's going to be something coming through because this is an action card that's usually happens quite quickly. So even you just bringing this up now on here on this on this show, it's actually bringing out something that is it's bringing in awareness, because then we've got our Strength card. So this is definitely showing us there's definitely something else that has gone on that's been hidden for a long time.
Okay. So yeah, they do look like negative ETs to me as well, Trigel. And that's where I want to get to. I want to get to know where, if these were their Mayan gods, were the Mayan gods negative ETs because they did sacrifice.
Yeah.
Well,
so who else in our world do we know does that? Like, it hasn't really stopped, has it?
Exactly.
So is it part of the group that we know that likes to do that, the secret group? Let's just see.
Yeah.
This is an aspect of that. Or, yeah, let's just see what cards come through. Okay. Oh, yeah. We've got our King of Pentacles. So for them, this was where they got their power from, their mastership from. And then we've got our Nine of Pentacles. So this is where they felt all of their riches, all of their abilities came from. So it was, for them, this was their deity, I suppose. This is how they did it. So, but of course, when we've got our Eight of Swords, it's been hidden and it's been like covered.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's still always there. It was something that the whole community, a lot of the community was, into, because that Six of Cups is about an emotional offering from a community or a group. So they were very big into that from those cards.
So this is the drawings that were there. So two things I want to say about this. One is, obviously, this is one of their gods, right? It looks like a bat if you look at the drawing itself.
Okay. Have you got it up yet or not?
Oh, shoot. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no, that's all right. I was going, do I look like a bat?
Okay.
Wow. Whew. Okay. Yes, that's a drawing from where? From when?
From the museum.
Yeah, wow. Did it have any time markers on it, or no, it was just there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you look at their heads, it also shows you something as well.
Yeah, exactly. So the Seven of Swords has come up. So this was a strategy. So this was people making choices or a change. Yeah. Look at that. So this is making choices to gain favor, because we've got our Ace of Pentacles. So this is gaining favor or something in reality coming through. And then we've got our Page of Swords. But of course, to me, this is always a story that is not quite truthful. So they weren't maybe aware. Some of them weren't aware, is what I'm getting from that.
Weren't aware
of what the ramifications of that were going to be. But the Nine of Cups is desires. So this was the desire of the beings of that time. This is what they wanted. They wanted all of that sacrifice. They wanted all of that energy.
Okay, so then in your mind, the cards are saying that yes, this where they were worshiping the bad ETs, not knowing these were bad ETs.
Yeah, because of that. So that Page of Swords to me is always, there's some truth. You know how they'll often tell maybe 70% truth, and then everything can be turned on its head just with the lies that are told. So yep.
Okay,
And, yeah.
So can we confirm that it was reptilians?
Sure.
Or because those don't look like reptilians. If you look at those jade faces, they look more like grays.
Yeah, they don't. Oh, well, exactly. So let's have a look and just see. So what do you want to know? You want to know if the faces, the little statues were,
yes, the jade.
If they're reptilian. Is that what you want to know?
No. Let's ask if they're grays. They look more like grays than reptilian.
Okay. Yeah, look, wow. I was just going to say, and then the Chariot came up, that it looks like it was at a time where it was just about to move on. So because we've got our Queen of Swords, and she's someone that's very direct, tells a story directly, then the Ten of Wands. So it was something that was almost coming to an end with that Ten of Wands, and then the Chariot. So it was, they're telling me it's almost like this was almost at a time when this was going to change up, when all this was going on.
You know what Trigel just brought up? That the high-ranking draconians have wings.
Yeah.
So
that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, okay. So are we thinking then that's what it is?
Yeah. And the other ones, that's what I'm saying. That's like they were fooled a little bit.
Oh, yeah, of course. For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. In believing they were gods, I'm sure.
Yeah. And I mean, the fact that they've got the elongated heads, yes, could have been greys. But remember too, there was a lot more, the brain was used in a very different way. Even in the Egyptian times, they had those elongated heads because that they had more activation of their actual brain. So, but yeah, that looks, we got an Ace of Wands. I was just going to say that looks draconian, like that being at the top of that mountain there, and we got an Ace of Wands on that. So, yeah.
Okay. All right. Makes total sense. All right. And then let's see. So the other thing I wanted to ask was this green light that I was talking about and the pyramid. So this is the back. No, this is the front. Let me see. So this is the back of this pyramid, which I don't know if you guys can see the green light, but it's right here.
Yeah, you can. You can. And in the other photo that you just showed, it was sort of shooting right up above. Yeah, so that's the front where I'm sitting there. This is the back. And look at this green light right here. It's and quite profound. Literally, so this guy who's taking the picture is taking the picture in less than 1 millisecond, right? Because he's just going like this on the camera. This is 1 millisecond, and this is the other. Like out of the blue, this white cloud comes in with this green light. That's fascinating. Jasper wants to talk. Can I bring Jasper in? Of course. Come on, Jasper. Yeah. Syrians. He just keeps saying Syrians. That's all. That's what I keep getting from Jasper is Syrian energy. Okay. It's a place of connection for them. And that's why he's saying that's why it goes down so much deeper as well. What else does he want to say about it? He said I can't tell you much more, but the light is actually healing. It's actually like a healing light. It's a healing frequency that's coming through, like protective healing. That's what he's saying. That's what's coming through with Jasper. So then it sounds like what I did worked because I was connecting the Syrians to this. To this. I didn't know that. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And this is the one that I had sent. I don't know if this is the one I sent you. You cannot see it here that good, but it's right. Do you guys see this gray spot right here? I don't know if I can zoom in with this. Oh, I have no idea what I just did.
There it is.
Oh,
It's back.
markup. Oh, I can't. All right, cancel. Anyway, this is the one I sent you. And right
Yeah.
here, there's these gray spots. And
Okay.
I had received that those were Syrian craft.
I'm getting a very strong yes with that. Let me just see what the cards are saying. Yeah, we've got our 9 of Pentacles. So to me, this is something unique and very, like energetically abundant. I'm getting so much heat coming through the top of my head as we're talking about this. It's ridiculous. But they're only small because we've got our Page of Cups. So it was only a very small aspect of
Okay.
like crafts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like they were baby crafts. There wasn't a big craft there. It was like little ones that had come out.
Yes.
And there was a
Yes.
few, because we've got our 10 of Pentacles. So there's actually quite a few of them that you weren't seeing. Oh my God, my head is going crazy. So I get so hot when this sort of stuff happens. Yeah, so there was definitely craft up there. Look at that, 9 of Cups. This is a wishes, desires. This is something that's been fulfilled. Yeah, they're all really positive cards, Elisa.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's the exact same information that I received. So that is exactly it was this. Well, the Syrian, obviously, I'm bringing in the Syrian infused crystal that I was supposed to use for connecting to the grid. So absolutely.
Well, that makes sense because, yeah, really big yes was coming through as well. Oh, and that's just jumped out and it's the Ace of Cups. So absolutely. Wow. So that's to me very big emotional yes.
Okay.
Oh, and there's a lot of water. There's something about water. I don't know what, but yeah.
Okay. All right. There's probably water underneath then.
Yeah.
That they don't know about. So this is a picture that my friend Shanna, who went with me, took, and she has had her family show up in California where she lives, and she was told, she's like taking this picture, and she was told, look at the picture, and they showed up right here, and this looks exactly like the one that she had at her house. So I wanted to verify if that was them also showing up for us.
Straight away again, Ace of Cups. I'm getting goosebumps.
Okay. Yeah. So that
card was so hot that I had to pick up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
And was that a little while ago? Because the Hanged Man came up. How long ago had she seen it at her house?
A while back.
Yeah, that's what
maybe
it was saying.
Maybe a couple of months, 3 months or something.
Yeah.
And then they showed up here.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So that was really cool.
I've actually got a photo like that as well, where you don't expect it. And my friend, asked her to take a photo from this place called Springbrook. It's beautiful, and the energy there is incredible because there was something going on the coast. And I said, can you take a photo pointing down so I can see what's going on? And she did. And then for some reason I went, I'm going to blow this up, have a look closer. And there was 2 craft, and they were exactly what I'd seen through my psychic vision, because there was a massive craft that was in that valley. And I used to see these little craft going off it, and we actually caught it on camera, the 2 craft.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, sometimes you have no expectation of it, and then there it is.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So, okay. Well, that was super exciting. Wow. And I highly suggest that people go over there. It's absolutely stunning place. And, so that's it for that. You guys can start asking us questions. Of course, I know there's big things happening. I myself, I'm trying to stay out of the soap opera, the movie that's going on. I really believe that to be honest, all of this is an orchestrated movie for us to awaken. I do believe that the white hats are in control of everything right now.
Yep.
And now it's just a matter of them waking up the people, and they're doing it slowly. And you can tell how they're doing it too. They're just doing it, you know.
Exactly, because the Four of
Yeah.
Cups came up, and this is offering them something, but some people don't want to look. They're still looking down here. So, you
Hmm.
know, they keep offering, look, this is what's going on. You're going to have a look yet. You're going to see it yet. So, yeah, 50-50. So some people it'll work for, some people it won't.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's exactly right. But the judgment is coming. It's already there. So people will wake up whenever whatever happens, it's big enough to wake them up.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I mean, if you guys don't see me excited about talking about what's happening, it's because it's just a movie. Like, I don't know. I don't know.
It's
I'm
like 15 episodes of
it
15
is
series.
like, yeah, it's gotten to the point where I've lost all interest whatsoever. And um yeah, I think this doing the Mayan stuff and connecting pyramids is way more fun, at least. But okay, so that's a great question, Maple Tree. That's, has to do with what we were talking about.
Mm.
Were the ancient Mayans connected with the Syrians?
Oh, okay. It's just I'm just getting like again this energy comes through as soon as we start talking about it. Ace of Pentacles, yes. Six of Wands, yes. Okay, so but it was hidden because now we've got our Eight of Swords, so that got all hidden. But yeah, that was definitely a big aspect with the
Wow.
Mayans. Oh my God, the energy that comes through as soon as we start talking about this is just crazy.
Yeah, that's super, super, super
Mm,
exciting,
yeah.
because not knowing that I was bringing the Syrian rock, now, like, it's all coming together now. Like, wow, 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 wow. Like, here I
That's what
am
I was.
bringing the Syrian
Yeah.
infused rock to go and connect it back to the grid and just, yeah,
Oh, I'm
wow.
just getting goosebumps. So this is what I was saying, Elisa. Sometimes it's the preparation, it's the intention, it's the getting there. It's not in the moment. It's already it's happened on such a deep level, on such a different level that you're not meant to actually feel it in that moment.
Yeah, wow.
Mm.
Wow. It was just really the way it all happened and the way it all came together that was so magical, I was supposed to go to Peru. The Peru trip got canceled because I wanted to go to Machu Picchu. And out of the blue, my YouTube feed is usually like, a journey to truth, or, comedians, and out of the blue, something that says Guatemala on it. And I'm like, what the heck is this doing here? So it was like just how obvious they were, and how I watched the video and I fall in love with it. And I'm like, oh my God, I have to go. And just it was just the way that it magical and how it all happens.
Yeah.
And I think it also has to do with the fact that I've moved myself into this space of like the 5D, where everything is synchronicities everywhere you go, and it's all put together, and you get the clues, and you're paying attention, and you're in the now moment, and you're following those clues.
And it's so true what you're saying. And I think at this time, at this point in our experience of being here on Earth, it's really important to remember that. And because just as you were saying that, the Page of Sword came up. So sometimes we can't believe what we're hearing. We have to just go with our feeling or our knowing or our intuition, because then we're creating our own world, because the Empress card came up. So exactly what you're saying, it's true. It's how we have to work in a way. Page of Pentacles, you're creating something new, one step at a time. So yeah, exactly right. And it
Yeah.
is, and it's about following our knowing
Yeah.
and having fun. I mean, yeah, getting caught up in everything too much takes away the joy of life.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So, another thing I wanted to ask about, and then I'll ask Dennis's question,
Yeah.
is about the Mayans supposedly disappeared, right? They weren't killed, or they weren't, so did the Mayans I believe they decided to ascend to 5D on their own. So can I get confirmation of that? Like,
Okay, let's just see what
and
comes up.
maybe Jazzy can help
Can
us
jump in as well.
how that happened.
Yeah, because the world card just came up. So to me, their world changed. Their world, their consciousness changed. So all aspects of that changed. And then we had the Emperor. So this is like the highest of the high, the leader, the whatever. So this was definitely going on. And I'm feeling what they left behind. The 5 of Wands is all about change and struggle and the action you take. So they've created this. And this was what was sort of going on in a different what's the word, like an energy world. So they transcended that, is what those cards are saying. So I mean, I can tune into Jasper and just see if he can give us anything about our mystical Mayans. Jasper, can you give us anything on that? He's just showing me that this high frequency, that they're sort of oscillating in this frequency. Yeah, and it's like they literally go into a whole nother dimensional realm.
Wow.
He said not all, and that's why I feel that 5 of Wands came up. So not all, but the consciousness of the ones that, were their world changed.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so now going back to Dennis's question.
Yeah.
The Iraq War, were they looking for people underground that are in stasis pods?
Yeah, because that was all a very strange situation, wasn't it, Dennis? The whole thing was dodgy brothers. So let's just see if they were looking for people underground, if that was... Oh, yeah, it's interesting because I'm getting that it wasn't just people. So we've got the King of Pentacles, and then we've got our 6 of Wands. So there was definitely something very big. It was like a master, something that was a master. They knew it was a big aspect of what they wanted. Let's just see. It was a contract. So I don't know if it was pods. I feel like it was more information or something that could empower them, is what I'm getting from these cards, because this is a very powerful card. That King of Pentacles is really powerful, and the victory that goes with having it. So it was almost like a thing that they wanted rather than looking for the pods. So,
artifacts? Try Julie saying artifacts.
Yeah.
Were they specific antiquities? Can we call them antiquities or artifacts that were...
Is that what they were actually more or less after? Was there something that was quite specific or something that they thought was there? That card's come up again. So it's looking like, because this is talking about how to go about something. It's a contract. It's devising a plan. And again, that 6 of Wands, because they wanted something that was going to really be a victory that they could see for them. So it looks like it. And it looks the 7 of Pentacles. So they put a lot in place to get over there and do that too. So, and I think, remember, Iraq wasn't part of the banking system either. So there was a few big things going on that they wanted to change.
Okay. So did they get it? Great question, Teresa. Did they
really
get whatever? Did they
wanted.
get what they were looking for?
Okay. They did. However, I'm getting told that I'll just pull this card that's come up, that it's been taken back because there's balance back in the world. So they did get it through all their plotting and conniving and whatever they did, but now the balance, it's come back to balance because of that 2 of Wands. So but it's come back to balance.
Okay. All right. Okay, very interesting. There was a question that was important to me because I do have some XRP. and I saw something that was a little disturbing. So hold on. Okay, World Economic Forum, the WEF, names XRP as the crypto asset most relevant in central bank digital currency space. CBDC. So we don't want CBDCs. And now, but then again, they didn't say so the pound CBDC, I don't think is part of the article, not the article, the title. But anyway, it's connected to the WEF, and that's a little me.
Okay, who now runs the WEF? That's what I think we need to ask first.
Right. And so you know where I'm going. I want to talk about this whole conversation. Okay.
Let's see if the WEF is still run by the douches. Seven of Pentacles. No, there's been something planted for a long time, because now we've got our military card. Okay, we've got our beautiful Knight of Swords coming in. They've been taken over. So they're being used as a way of putting out this fear about the CBDCs. Because now we've got a Three of Cups, so there's a celebration. So it's that I don't feel it's going to happen. And if people need to stand up and kick up a fuss anyway, and this might help wake more people up, but I don't feel that's actually going to be an issue.
Okay.
Yeah, the Magician, smoke and mirrors, nah.
Okay, so then is XRP going to be a CBDC? I don't think so, but I just want to confirm. I just
Sure. So you want to know if it's going to be a part of that system?
Yes. Well, it could be a part of that system, but that doesn't mean it's a CBDC. It could be the underlying
bridge.
Right, but but it's not itself. The token is CBDC. You know what I'm saying? Like they could use RippleNet, but not XRP as. Do you know what I'm saying?
I think so. I'm just going to ask and see what comes up. Yeah, it's fine. We've got our contract again. We've got our Three of Pentacles, which is all about contracts and how they're going to work through it, and then we've got our Ace of Cups. So it's going to be a good outcome emotionally. And then Judgment. So it's going to be used as it's needed to do whatever to help with this, with the new system, but not in a way that's detrimental, like what they're doing in China. So yeah.
Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
So that's super exciting.
Stop worrying. Three of Wands, looking forward to the future, letting go of something old in the past.
I wasn't worried, because I still fully trust that we were told to do XRP.
But if anyone is,
it was more of like, huh? Like,
well, I mean, what? And this is the whole point of the show. It's to make everyone go, what? Like, so we're getting it. It's going to come in from all angles. So, and it's interesting on that. Can I show you the card? I got told to pull a card from my Transference Healing Animal Magics before we started, and it's quite pertinent. And it was actually the Pegasus that wanted to come out. Ooh. And I got told to read what the first part of this was. I usually just tune into it and give a message, but it says, Pegasus is the wonderful winged steed of Greek mythology. He was born from Medusa's blood as it fell into the foam of the sea after her head was severed by Perseus. Thus, he is regarded as the offspring of Medusa and Poseidon, god of the sea. So Pegasus is a symbol of purification above and beyond that of the dove. It supports you to hold and maintain the frequencies of light necessary to sustain your faith during times of confusion, temptation, or initiation. So it gives you the ability to maintain your sense of integrity when under pressure, or when surrounded by influences that work against your highest good. And it gives you the ability to perceive the right choices and actions when faced with decisions concerning yourself and the welfare of others. So to me, that was so apt for all of this play that's going on is stay in your own integrity, trust yourself. We're all being put through initiations, especially with the frequency coming in, full moon, Easter, all of that. So guys, really, really all of us, we need to trust ourselves, stay in integrity for ourselves, because we're going to get pushed and pulled. So I think it's really pertinent that Pegasus came up, and I got told to read that aspect for everyone.
Yes. Yeah. Just beautiful.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so good. I will delete that out of my notes here. And then just looking to see if there's anything else. So most of the stuff I was doing was related to the trip.
No,
so
yeah,
absolutely. So will this month be April, the month that we do the switch? Well, first of all, first we have to ask, will there be a switch from regular dollars to treasury money? Some type of treasury money, whether it's the rainbow notes or whatever the heck it is. Will there be a switch from fiat dollars, Fed dollars to rainbow money? Okay. I mean, to treasury.
We've got our Ace of Swords, so there will be some type of shift or change. At the moment, the Eight of Swords, it's still hidden. Okay, it's still not obvious to us, to anyone. It's whatever it's doing, running along the background. Ace of Cups. So we've got two aces in there. So this is a feel-good card. So emotionally, it's going to be okay, but it's still hidden at the moment.
Okay. All right.
Remember, we've got to have, everything's got to come tumbling down first.
Right. So that's why I was asking, because I was trying to make sure that there was going to be a switch before I ask when it's gonna, when is this gonna, I don't know. I just don't, it could be that I'm on a different frequency, but where I am in my frequency, I don't feel like it's going to be this massive. I feel like the world will go in total chaos and people would be out in the streets killing themselves, or if we really end up all losing our money. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't see.
No.
I just don't see it. So
that's why it's been done very carefully. So, here we go. So the first cut up was the Nine of Wands. It's been a struggle living on this earth with the systems that are in place financially, with all the systems in place. It's been a hard road, but we're still standing, aren't we? So we're nearly at the end. This is that 9. And then our beautiful King of Pentacles come up. So there's been a masterly way of creating something that it's going to be okay, and it does involve the whole world. So we've already, honestly, the hard yards have been done.
Yeah.
It's, I actually tend to agree with you. They'll do it in such a way that it's going to wake people up, but they're going to keep it as secure as possible.
Absolutely. So, otherwise, I just feel like it would be mass chaos, and forget the military. People just kill themselves. Like, military can't stop people killing themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I just feel like it's not going to be. It's going to be a conversion again. It's going to be a conversion from the Fed money to the Treasury money. Period. That's it.
4 of Pentacles, they've been setting up the platform, the foundation for it. The 5 of Cups, yes, there'll be some grief emotionally around a change. Any change can push people. Oh, but what do they call it? Stockholm syndrome. People, I'm safe. I'm happy here, even if they're being oppressed for so long.
Yeah,
change is scary for a lot of people. They would rather feel safe in a small, cage than out there actually being able to to be free. And then we've got our Eight of Pentacles. So it's all still being worked on as well. There's still things going into place. There's still things that are being shuffled. So yeah, I agree with you. I think and everyone is going to have their own experience, whatever it is that they're meant to experience. So if that means that emotionally they can't cope with these changes, that's okay if they choose to not be here. But I feel it's, everyone's going to have their own experience with this.
Yeah, I agree. And that's why it's so important for everybody to keep their vibration high. And you already know that's what I preach is like stay in that high vibration and you will be set. So really, truly,
So
seriously, the way that I see it is these channels, right? Like vibration low here, that's channel 1, and high vibration channel 100. So in channel 100, the money is set, that it's exchanged. Nobody, has a bad experience. But in channel number 1, your bank might go bankrupt, even though mine didn't. So, it being in that high vibration is really will pay off if you really try to be there and stay there.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I agree.
So, and what was the other thing I wanted to say? I can't remember now. It had to do with what's going on in the movie. In the movie that's going on right now. I can't think of it right now. I do hear of people. Oh. Okay, so I follow this channel called Wolverine. It's this guy that doesn't know much, but he does have some contacts that call him and give him information. And he said that he was being told that the German bonds had been paid, that they started with the German bonds and that they were being paid. They were liquid. So I just want to confirm that is the case.
Okay, so these are bonds that were like bought, government bonds or just
German? They're called German bonds. I don't know.
Okay, I don't know. I'll just ask the cards.
Let's just say that are the German bonds that Wolverine is talking about. Did they get paid? Did they get liquidity to get paid?
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That one's really. I'm not sure because we've got our Queen of Cups and she's someone that's very emotionally contemplative. There can be some sadness there. We've got the Hierophant. So to me, this is still an authority that's in charge of things. Then we've got the Queen of Swords. Now, she can speak very directly, but she's not as powerful as the King. So I'm not sure that that's actually happened.
Okay.
Nine of Wands. We're still a little bit to go, or there's something to go because the 9 is not quite completed. Sorry.
Okay. All right. Absolutely. Interesting. Okay. I can't think of anything else.
Has anyone else got any questions?
Did you want to see what Jazzy wants to tell us?
Oh, okay. Let's have a little look in to see what's going on, maybe frequency-wise. Anything that my beautiful Jasper with ears is going to tell us today. Okay, it's tuning in. All right, he's showing me like waves rolling in, and he's saying it's like an emotional wave after wave. So there could be a roller coaster for some people, is I guess what he's showing me. But he's saying if you stay above it, if you're the observer, you can just watch them coming through. And I think that's sort of a really good point as well. So just watch the waves coming in and just, you don't have to be down in it. To be the observer of everything. And that's what he's saying is the main thing to focus on at the moment, because these frequencies that have been coming in really pushing people to shift, to change, to get out of relationships or to shift or fix relationships or whatever. It's like this do or die almost moment for some people in their initiations. So he said, if you can, get above the emotional aspect of it and just watch it going through if you've got something going on in your life. Yeah, that's all he wants to say today. So
very good. Thank you, Jazzy.
Yeah.
We love you.
Thanks,
Thank you so
Jazzy.
much.
He's excited. He's coming gritting with me this afternoon. We're doing our
Yay.
monthly crystal gritting, and he is excited.
Exciting. All right. Well, thank you guys for like staying on with me and this, this story and all that. So I just appreciate you guys being here, and I missed you. And Maree, anything else?
No, not at the moment. Just everyone have an amazing Easter, and yeah, take some time out for yourselves. Remember to look after yourselves first. So, but if you would like a little bit of clarity in your life, you can just book into mymagicmaree.com, and we can have a look and see what's going on for you personally. So,
absolutely. Awesome. Yeah. Thank you, Maree. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you on Tuesday.
Thanks, Elisa. Bye.
Bye.